the Luka story, right? And massive global scoop, all that. What was it like in that moment for you? And my career is not nearly distinguished as any of yours, but I've had a couple of scoops over the last like 30 years. Nothing on that kind of level, obviously, but like my sense was always like you had so much adrenaline, I didn't even think about eating, and which is rare for me. So, like, what was it like for you in that moment?
I mean, it was definitely surreal. It was a whirlwind that night. I didn't sleep. I slept like 30 minutes that night. And I had a flight the next morning to Bristol to go to Bristol for free agency. I'm like, we're going to be covering De'Aaron Fox trade. We're going to be covering Jimmy Butler getting traded this week. There's always going to be other outlier deals that come up. Those are the big names. And then when that came up, what's crazy, and I'm sure Adam and Jeff can attest to this as well. On Wednesday, I gotten a tip from a few sources that essentially the Mavs and Lakers were talking about a deal. There was a player they were discussing. That player was nowhere to be found in the actual deal. But it was like I was getting hit up by other team execs, coaches I know in Dallas, coaches I know with the Lakers, people around both teams like, hey, we have something going on. It's about this player. And then, you check with people that you trust. And they're like, no, there's nothing there. I'm like, okay. So when I got, the heads up that, Markieff Morris is being traded to the Lakers, Maxi Kleber is getting traded to the Lakers. Jalen Hood-Schifino is going to Utah with a couple second-round picks. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what kind of trade is this? Is this like a salary dump deal? Like, what am I covering right now? And then, obviously, everyone buried the lead. And then, by the time I got down to it, it took 7 minutes. By the time I got the tip on it, it was 11:05 Central, 11:12 Central. I tweeted it. It took me 7 minutes to get all the details, confirm it, write up the tweet. And that's definitely one tweet. And the one thing that eats at me is having a typo in a tweet. I hate editing tweets. I hate it with a passion. It eats at me. Even the slightest typo.